All right, the evangelical vote. John Hagee is here. He's the senior pastor of Cornerstone Church in San Antonio, Texas, president of the John Hagee Ministries. Let me just get this right out on the table, Pastor. You've had some problem with the Catholics this week, and now it looks like John McCain, who you've endorsed, maybe distancing himself. Can you explain what happened this week and what your stance is with Catholicism?
Certainly, I can explain that, Glenn. First, thank you for having me on this telecast.
Not a problem.
I have written a book called In Defense of Israel, and in that book I wrote a chapter called The Sins of the Fathers. It's a chapter about anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism is an oxymoron. An anti-Semite is someone who's driven by hate. A Christian is someone who's driven by love. Therefore, there's no such thing as a Christian anti-Semite. And in this chapter, I have talked about the anti-Semitism historically. I have criticized the Catholic Church for its past anti-Semitism, but I have also been very critical of the Protestants and their anti-Semitism, especially as led by Martin Luther. Standing against anti-Semitism does not make me an anti-Catholic, and standing against anti-Semitism does not make me anti-Protestant. I am very much anti-Semitism. It makes no difference who participates in it.
All right. So let me go to the endorsement of John McCain. You're an evangelical. Mike Huckabee is still in. He's an evangelical. Do you believe in John McCain, or is he kind of like the best one out there? Or tell me about your endorsement of him, and why not a fellow evangelical?
Well, let me answer the first question about John McCain. John McCain is pro-life, and that's a major issue with evangelicals. He has a 24-year voting record to back that up. And if there is an issue that's visceral with evangelicals, it is pro-life. The Constitution of the United States begins with the pledge to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
But Pastor, I mean, you and I've sat down with you for an hour. I interviewed you for an hour, and I'm sorry, but I mean, when I say to you, tell me about John McCain, you go pro-life first. I don't think that fits with who I met on my set. You are a guy who believes we are here in the end days. Is John McCain the guy to make sure that that the end days don't happen as you believe we could be seeing now?
The fact is that I believe John McCain brings to the presidency a mature leadership and a leadership that has the strength of character to lead America into the future in a world that's become a very dangerous world.
Let me ask you, and this is, I guess I get so much email on this, and I think a lot of people do, and I've only got a couple of seconds. Then they say, Glenn, you in the media, you've got to wake up. Barack Obama's making people faint and cry and everything else, and he's drawing people in, and there are people, and they said this about Bill Clinton, that actually believe he might be the Antichrist. Odds that Barack Obama is the Antichrist.
No chance.
Okay.
He has a lot of charisma. There's a media love affair with him right now. He is a very formidable political person,
Pastor,
but I believe the best leader for America in the future is John McCain.
Thank you very much, Pastor. Back in just a second. That's good news. At least where I stand, good.